Here we are, Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. Check this out. That's a new shoot right there. That's a Sinicus, Dendrocalamus sinicus. And it's in a pot, of course, but I've been watering these a little bit more since we haven't had any rain in months. Got a couple clones going here. These two kicked off recently, and you can tell they've got all this new little growth on there, little needles everywhere poking out, little sprouts, so they're starting to take off. This one here is just went in there yesterday. It's got roots on it, fairly thick wall. I didn't seal the tops of these, I didn't wrap them or anything, but they didn't dry out very much, just a very little bit. So, oh man, you want to hear something? I don't want to complain or nothing, but I got some news the other day. My buddy told me a little story. He's was renting a room during the hurricane. He doesn't own any property or a house or nothing, but so he was renting a room when the hurricane hit, and there was damage to the house. There was damage to just about everybody's house a little bit, and so FEMA gave him $8,000 for damage to property that he didn't even own and didn't. So he's, I mean, you know, he's kind of, he was in an accident not too, well, yeah, a couple years ago, and so he's got some medical issues and can't work, and so he's basically handicapped, but so good for him. But man, we got a lot of damage to our house. I mean, this doesn't look that bad. There's a couple holes, but yeah, I do need to get these filled up. Oh man, there's no insulation in there? What the hell? Oh man, that's messed up. I didn't know that. So anyways, yeah, I got all this little stuff going on. Got a hole in there. I got to fill that in. That panel's loose down there. A little bit of soffit missing up there, not much. A little bit of soffit in there. That whole piece of soffit up there, that's like 14 feet I measured. And then my whole bay window thing here has got all the plywood knocked off of it down here at the bottom. So, and then, where else? Oh, and then out front the soffit. Probably about 25, 30 feet of soffit out front. But yeah, I didn't get anything from FEMA. We've got damage to our house. We can't even get it fixed. And people, renters that didn't even own any property, got $8,000. I don't get it. Yeah, so there's got a couple peppers getting on here. I hope these are going to be dark. I hope they're going to be. They look all wrinkly. Oh, there. Sorry about the focus. Got a bunch of complaints about my poor camera work recently. So yeah, we got a couple starting on there, a few more. There's a little baby one, and then I think I got some over here. And my neck is all stiff. I did some painting yesterday, which is horrible. I haven't painted in a long time. I should have not been painting. So, I don't know, where did I stop? Anyways, I got all this little bit of damage everywhere. Not super, super horrible, but, I mean, soffit, and then the soffit up here is popped out. That's going to have to be reattached, taken down, and put back up, and that hole. And man, this hole isn't even any insulation in there. I don't know what's up with that. Probably when they did that little repair down there. Anyways. So yeah, if you don't have 25% damage, if you're not missing like a whole 25% of your siding, it doesn't count. If you don't have 25% of your soffit gone, it doesn't count. So we got nothing. But if you were renting a room and there was damage to the house, you got $8,000. We didn't get nothing. Oh yeah, and if you were without power for a week or more, 7 days or more, and we were out for like 10 or 14 days, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, it was over a week. You're supposed to get $700 for fuel and food expenses, because you got to get ice, you got to eat out, you got to get gas for your generator or whatever. So you were supposed to get $700 per household for that. We didn't get that. We didn't get nothing. Not a dime. So there's the bottom of my bay window. That's all blown out. Insulation gone. And basically I got to pull everything. I got to pull the windows off there, resheet the whole thing. So yeah, that is all. Well, now it's not still not 25% of the house. So I get zero for that. I get nothing. Oh, and did I mention that building material costs are up like 300%? Yeah, they are. So yeah, FEMA's. Yeah, you dug all the lettuce and stuff out that I put in there for compost. That's worm food, dummy. And you came over here. Where'd you pull it out of? Oh, you got it out of right there, didn't you? Yeah, we'll put that back for the worms. Stay out. Oh, she's got a shock collar now. A training device. Hey, look what I got. She doesn't like it. You just buzz her with the buzzer. She doesn't like it. Wait, why isn't it working? Can't hear anything. It's not working. Let me turn it up. It's not working. She said junk. Okay. On 2. No, it's still not working. Stupid thing. All right, well, we got a training collar, but it doesn't work, so I don't know what's wrong with it. Ooh, I got some ripe tomatoes in there. Look at that. Ooh, a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna have to pick those before the creatures get them. Yeah, so for what they're getting for aluminum now, the soffit, I need vented soffit and the fascia and some J-channel. For what they're getting for it now, I'm just going to have to scrap. I got to go find some used stuff and cut it and patch it back together. I gave all my stuff to the neighbor over here because he's got the same exact house as this. So I was like, yeah, take all my pieces. I'm going to get some new ones for the front and then just do the back, patch the back in. So he took all my stuff, did his whole house up. He went back up north already. And yeah, now I don't have any material to do my own house. And it was going to cost me a fortune to buy it, so. Oh, and look at my orchids. Look at these. Look how huge they are. Oh, I don't know, is it bright enough? Yeah. Look at the size of those things. They are gigantic. And there might be one more that's going to come out on this, and there's like 3 more, 4 more that are going to come out on that. Gotta make sure this has water every day too. It's not too bad, but it needs a little bit. And my pepper plant from seed this year is doing really good. I plucked this one out, which was really close to it, and it didn't like it for a couple days, but it's coming back. Didn't tear too many of the roots off of there. So that's looking good. Next to my beautiful orchids. And then I got a couple more little seedlings down here. One of my first ever made mesh grow bags right there, still kicking, like 12, 15 years later. All these ones are doing pretty good. Too many in there. I got to maybe try to break this up and separate those. That guy's a slow starter. Do have some vanilla orchids trying to make it out of there. This this one down here is not doing quite as good, but I got a little baby orchid up there. I need to get that moved somewhere, somehow. So there we are. I think the Sunday is last Sunday was Passover Sunday. So yeah, we got passed over by FEMA. But this Sunday is going to be eating. Quit eating that! What do you... Man, I wish this shocker worked. Come here. Well, that's it. That's all I got to complain about. God.